Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. In this video I will provide you with information pertaining to the Russians breaking the front in Kharkiv Oblast or Kharkov Oblast. Allegedly, actually reportedly, the Russians conquered, liberated, but in this case I think it's really conquered 5 settlements in Kharkiv, but not on the area of contact zone, but on the gray zone, which is on the border of Russia and Kharkiv Oblast, which is in Ukraine. So, they're trying to get to Kupiansk. I will show you 2 maps. So they try to come from the east towards west in Kupiansk, and towards Kupiansk, but and then eventually to Kharkov. But this time they attacked from the north, trying to get to Kharkov, the city, through the north. The Russians claim, and also some Western media reports, they took over 5 villages. The Ukrainians order a hasty evacuation of civilians and send troops from somewhere else, we don't know yet where, I'm going to read the article for you, to that region, since that region is the newest, hottest spot. So Bakhmut, Avdiivka front, I will show you on the map, and now you have Kharkov, the situation is bad. But before I get there, I want to present a little gift I received from someone who loves me very much. And here it is. This is what I received as a gift, and thank you very much. This is obviously the Russian President Putin, bobbing head. Okay, here it is, and beautiful. Well, what am I gonna do with it? And that's that little thing over there, that the sign that some people say the sign is strange, and here it is. Oh, that's Putin and the flag and everything. It's beautiful. The person who bought this for me, when she wanted to buy this, the person who was selling it did not want to sell it. So she asked, "Where in the hell you have it over there if you don't want to sell it anymore?" Anyway, I don't know where I'm gonna put it. This is the box where it came from, in which it came for. Let's put it right here. I don't know where I'm gonna put it for now. How about resting over here? Maybe I'm gonna leave him over there for some time. Obviously, I'm already accused of things that I don't give a shit. But hey, let's go. It's only rock and roll. So we start in a chronological way with reports from yesterday, and we're going to get to today, the latest piece of news. As I said, the Russians advance and take over 5 settlements in the north of Kharkov Oblast. North, remember. So let me show you the first article. So let me put my goggles as well. Los Angeles Times. Russia tries to breach Ukraine's defenses in the Kharkiv region. Feint or, hey, they want money. Feint or all-out assault. Can I get rid of you? I would think I would be able. Right there. Thank you very much. And this article is from May 10th, so this is from yesterday. Correct? Correct. Today is Saturday, the 11th of May. The assault began at dawn. Defenders rushed in reinforcements. Pitched fighting raged. Okay, Ukraine and its allies sought Friday to discern whether Russian forces were opening a major new war front. That's exactly what it was, more than 2 years after Moscow's full-scale invasion of its sovereign neighbor. I'm going to just show you briefly a map. I'm going to come back to it. So this is Kharkov. The Russians did not invade here. Now they invade here. So they come from the north towards Kharkov. So this is the area where the Russians broke the front and are advancing right here, not right here where Kupiansk is. Now let's move back to the next article. Again, this article is from yesterday, May 10th, 2024. Ukraine beats back Russian attempt to cross border as Moscow seeks Kharkiv buffer zone. Report. Fox News. The Ukrainian military has claimed it pushed back an attempted Russian incursion amid fears that Russian President Vladimir Putin will make renewed efforts to capture the city of Kharkiv. And I'm quoting, Russia has launched a new wave of counteroffensive operations in the Kharkiv sector, end quote. Zelensky announced Friday, claiming the Russians fought against his forces and that a fierce battle continued throughout the day. Now, the White House spokesperson, you're a person, John Kirby, that's how he speaks, okay, on Friday told reporters that Russia has commenced its offensive in Kharkiv, saying, and I'm quoting, in the coming weeks, Russia will likely increase the intensity of fires, end quote, and increase troop deployments, but also stressing supreme confidence in Ukrainian armed forces. Okay, so that's second. Third article, this comes from the Ukrainians themselves. Russian forces contained in gray zone in Kharkiv Oblast, showing no signs of advancement. Look at this. This is from today, Saturday, May 11th, 2024. The other two were from yesterday. So they say we'll contain them. And this is around this little town of Bethlehem, Vovchansk. So these are the attempts to the Russians to advance. Vovchansk, Vovchansk, all right, is right here. Right here. So this is Volchansk, right here, and this is Kharkov. And the Russians are right here. This is where they broke the front, and they're advancing. Not only here in this area in the east, in Kupiansk, here where the situation is fucked up, they are advancing here. Now, let's read again further what these guys are saying, the Ukrainians. The gray zone in Kharkiv Oblast is not expanding, and Ukrainian forces are not letting the Russians advance deeper into the oblast. All right, so the enemy is contained in the gray zone and it is not expanding. However, there is a question of completely crushing them, the Russians, and hunting them down in the forest where they could hide. So he's saying that, or whatever this article claims, that he's not only beating them, but driving them back, and they're going to hide until they get to Vladivostok. Next article. Ukrainska Pravda. This is from today again. We find out that almost 2,000 people evacuated from Kharkiv Oblast. And they show us again the map. So if you are winning and you advance or you push them back, why do you need to evacuate people in the back? That means they are covering territory and they are advancing, and you say, buddy, let's beat it. And they go. No? I mean, logically, why do you need to do this now if those guys are not advancing? Obviously, they are advancing, and you evacuate your population because the Russian hordes, right? Right. So they show us the location here. A total of 1,048 local residents were evacuated from Chuhuiv district over 10 May. Amid the Russian offensives in Kharkiv Oblast, more than 440 people from Kharkiv district, 12 from Bohodukiv district, and 275 more people from other settlements were evacuated by volunteers. So this article is from today, and they tell us what they did yesterday when they claim that these guys are contained and all that. Right here. Beat back, contained, ram pam pam, reinforced, but Kharkiv showing no signs of advancement. And now we find out, wait, we evacuate people. So, during the day, Russian airstrikes also attacked 30 settlements in Kharkiv Oblast, particularly Papi Boop 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 and others. These are at the border. The settlements of, I'm not going to read all these things, and Ukraine were also subjugated to Russian airstrikes. Next one. Ukraine redeploying troops in Kharkiv Oblast. Zelensky said, this is new voice of Ukraine. Ukrainians yesterday. This was done yesterday. So not only that the Ukrainians are evacuating the population and say they're beating the Russians back, but they also redeploy troops over there. Now, if you're winning, why do you need to the redeploy troops? I don't think they were winning. I think they were. Well, you can say, well, just to make sure we're good, just precautionary move. Remember Napoleon Bonaparte's one of his sayings. He said, and I'm quoting, "Never interrupt an enemy when he's making a mistake. Let him be." Well, the same here. If the Russians are making a mistake, well, what do you change? If everything works, why change anything? Well, they need to redeploy. So let's read this article, at least a few excerpts. Ukraine is redeploying some of its units to Kharkiv Oblast to counter the Russian cross-border incursion, he said in his May 10th evening address. And I'm quoting, "The main focus is now Kharkiv. Russian troops tried to expand their operations against Ukraine today. We understand the scale of the occupants' forces. We see their intent." Okay, the president added that Ukrainian troops, artillery and drones are effectively responding to the occupiers. He thanked Ukrainian soldiers for Next article, and now we get to things that show a different story or an update. This is May 10th, 2024 at 7:22 a.m. Russia claims more advances after Ukraine ground offensive. Russia on Saturday said it had captured 6 villages in Ukraine's east. Now there's 6. There were 4, I will show you, then 5, and now 6. In the east after launching a surprise ground offensive that prompted mass evacuations. Got that? That's all you need to know. The defense minister said its troops had, quote-unquote, liberated 5 villages in the Kharkiv region near the border with Russia. Borisivka, Ogirtseve, Pletenivka, Pilnya, and Strilecha. Okay, as a result of offensive actions. And I will show you all these villages. The village of Papapap was also known. Okay, so this is a total of 1,775 people have been evacuated. Kharkiv governor said. He reported Russian artillery and mortar attacks on 30 settlements over the past 24 hours. All right, let's move on. Actually, let's go to the map, should we? Or read all the articles. Read all the articles. What the fuck. Associated Press. This is from, where are you? I missed your date. Where is the date? 2 hours ago. So today on the 11th. Russia claims capture of villages in the northeast of Ukraine as more than 1,700 civilians flee. So this is per Associated Press. The other one was Agence France Presse, right? Right. So, Russian forces have captured 5 villages as part of renewed ground assault in Ukraine's northeast, the country's defense ministry said on Sunday. Ukrainian journalists reported Friday that Russian troops took the villages of 1, 2, 3, 4. So, the Ukrainian journalists, so that's a done deal over there, of which lie in a militarily contested gray zone on the border of Ukraine's Kharkiv region and Russia. As I said, this part right here in this area. Where were we? Right here. Russian officials said they have also captured another village, Pletenivka, in a renewed attack on the region that Ukrainian authorities said forced more than 1,700 civilians to flee. And the same information here. Next one. We go to Ukrainska Pravda, Ukrainians. This is from yesterday. So this is from May 10th. And they tell us this. Remember, May 10th, they told us that what's going on here. Yeah, they were pushed back May 10th, right? And then again contained May 11th. And now we get to this right here from yesterday. Russians captured 4 villages in Kharkiv Oblast, tried to advance on Vovchansk. Vovchansk, right here on the map, on the big map, and I'm going to show you another better map, is right here. And let's go to the other map. What the hell? Here it is. So this is the area. This right here. Remember, this is Kupiansk here. So this is the area where Russian Ministry of Defense claims control over region in Ukraine. And we're going to go to the area and you're going to see all the villages named here. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the villages. It's those little bubbles, but you can read behind them. Ortrischeve, Papiskeve, Bopiskeve, and let's go to the, it's like that. And the other 3 here. They took control over Strilie, Papapipia. What is this? Pilnia, probably, whatever that's called. Pilnia, whatever. And then, come on, baby doll. Borisivi, Papipu. So, they are going towards Kharkiv from here. And remember, this is where the profile boob shaped offensive right here in Kupiansk is going on, and these guys are opening a second front here to go down to Kharkiv. Or this map, I'm gonna make it like this. They are breaking the front here, not in the boob area. Got that? Good. Let's go back to Russia. Takes 5 villages in Ukraine's Kharkiv region, Defense Ministry said. This is Reuters, May 11th. So Russia said on Saturday that its forces had taken 5 border villages in Ukraine's Kharkiv region, where Russia launched an offensive on Friday, exploiting its increasing advantage on the battlefields of eastern Ukraine. And the same villages they enumerate there. What was that? I think it was Agence France Presse who said there were 6, right? Right here. Russia on Saturday said it had captured 6 villages. And then the defense ministry said its troops has liberated 5 villages. So which one is it, 6 or 5? Well, let's move back here. And that's about it, my friends. So the Russians broke through the front in North Kharkiv. They're going towards Kharkiv, the city, the town. In the east of Kharkiv city, the city of Kharkiv, and with the boobies, Kupiansk, the guys are still trying to advance. And then you got Avdiivka and Bakhmut area. Let me show you that on the map, where the main offensive is going on, where they actually are advancing big time, which is right here in how do you call it, Luhansk, Donetsk Oblast. Here is Avdiivka area, and then you got Bakhmut in the north. Where is it? Where's that Avdiivka? Fight with these guys. So this is the Avdiivka, and Bakhmut is Artemovsk right here. The Chasov Yar will fall pretty soon. So we have 3 points, now 4 I would say. The one by Kupiansk in Kharkiv, the one that is like 6 villages they say. The other one is Bakhmut down in Donetsk Oblast, and then down south a little bit in Avdiivka. We'll see how fast and how far the Russians will break the front. But if I look over the map again, it could be an attempt to encircle, but it's a big front right there. You see, if they come here and they're also advancing from here, is 2 locations, and if they break through here, they can go all the way behind everybody here. Remember, this is Avdiivka and Bakhmut. So they go down here, they're gonna take all this if there's nothing to stop them. Well, we'll see. All right. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.